So a few days ago, the game Hogwarts Legacy came out, and I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the discourse surrounding this game, over whether or not it is ethical to buy this game, because royalties will go to J.K. Rowling, who, of course, is the author of the Harry Potter series. J.K. Rowling has made her transphobic views more than clear for the past few years at this point, but if you need a brief rundown, I'm more than happy to oblige. In 2019, she stood up for Maya Forstater, a British researcher who worked for the Center of Global Development, whose contract was not renewed because on social media she said trans women are men. In June of 2020, she slammed the phrase people who menstruate because she felt that was a slap in the face to cis women. And of course, this puts out the insinuation that she doesn't think trans men and non-binary people are valid because she thinks menstruation is something that should just be exclusive to cis women. In September of 2020, she publishes a book in which a male serial killer dresses as a woman to hunt down and kill cis women. In March of 2022, she opposes a bill in Scotland that would make it easier for one to change their gender, making it so one wouldn't have to have gender dysphoria to be able to transition, and also the required age would be lowered from 18 to 16. She says that this bill would harm the most vulnerable women in society, those seeking help after male violence/rape and incarcerated women. And finally, in December 2022, she is slammed for funding a women's-only rape help center, a center that would only provide support for cis women, and not for trans women or non-binary people. So that should give you a good feel of the kind of person J.K. Rowling is. Now, where do I stand on this controversy? Now, if you buy Hogwarts Legacy, that's not friendship ruining. I'm not going to say you're a terrible person inherently just for buying this game. But if you are a person who cares about trans issues, I think you shouldn't buy this game and give your money to J.K. Rowling. We're currently living in an age of unprecedented bigotry against the LGBTQ plus community, especially trans people, and J.K. Rowling is one of the figureheads of said bigotry. So if you care about these sorts of issues, and you deeply oppose J.K. Rowling's brazen transphobia, yet still buy this game, to me that just says, yeah, I care about these sorts of issues, yeah, J.K. Rowling's a bigot, but what's most important to me is playing my wizard game. Look, I get it, J.K. Rowling is already a billionaire. Whether or not you buy this game isn't going to change shit in regards to that, but still, I'm sure she is viewing this game's success as a form of validation. What I mean by that is, this likely sends the signal to her that she can be as hateful as she pleases, and most people will just look the other way and continue to eat up anything Harry Potter related. She's already mocked people who have said that they're not buying this game due to her bigotry. For example, trans YouTuber Jessie Gender tweeted this in December. Any support of the Harry Potter franchise current projects, while J.K. Rowling is in charge of it, and using her ongoing platform to target and also justify her continued targeting of trans people, is harmful to trans people. I will not begrudge anyone their love of past works or things they already own that they take comfort in. I own the first 9 movies and all 7 books myself, but any support of something like Hogwarts Legacy is harmful. J.K. Rowling responds with, deeply disappointed Jessie Gender doesn't realize Pure Think is incompatible with owning anything connected with me, in any form. The truly righteous wouldn't just burn their books and movies, but the local library. Anything with an owl on it, and their own pet dogs. Hashtag do better. She's basically saying in this tweet, if you think you're so righteous, why don't you just burn anything that's attached to my name? As if Jessie owning some movies and books that she's probably had since she was a kid is comparable to buying a new video game with the full knowledge of all the bigoted shit you have said. At this point, J.K. Rowling is unapologetically hateful, and I don't want a fucking cent of mine going her way, because that says, while yes, I do oppose her bigotry, I still put up with it and throw money her way. Just last night, I became aware of a horrible story in which a 16-year-old trans girl was murdered by 2 15-year-olds. Now, every article I have read has said that so far there is no evidence to suggest that her murder was a hate crime, but if you read up about her, you will find out that for years she was relentlessly bullied for being trans, so it's not that much of a stretch to imagine that her identity probably has something to do with her murder. But if it does come out that she was indeed murdered for being trans, I am absolutely going to pin some blame on people like J.K. Rowling for using their massive platform to spread hate. Because while she has never explained explicitly said, okay, go out and kill trans people, nor do I believe she endorses that, at least not right now I don't. But she is still one of the figureheads of the anti-trans hysteria that is currently going on right now. The hysteria that is leading to trans people being harmed, or children's hospitals being bombed, because people like Matt Walsh and libs of TikTok were spreading erroneous lies of children's genitalia supposedly being chopped off. People like J.K. Rowling, Matt Walsh, libs of TikTok, etc., using their massive platforms to spread hate only further emboldens hate and emboldens certain people to carry out horrible actions against the group of people they don't like. That is why I cannot in good conscience buy Hogwarts Legacy, or anything attached to J.K. Rowling's name at this point. That, and also, I can't give a shit less about the Harry Potter franchise. I read the first book in 6th grade. I thought it was boring as shit and I stopped halfway. But if you really can't sustain yourself from buying this game, why not, I don't know, eventually buy it in used condition so none of your money will go to a bigot? Or, I don't know, pirate the game? I mean, what? No, I would never support piracy. Of course not. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.